Okay, people, let's get another one of these algorithms done. You know, if you've seen my other videos, that I like to do this and work with it in REPL. So I take that, I just put the instructions in there to bring them along here. Okay, so what are we doing here this time? Largest of 4. Return an array consisting of the largest number from each provided subarray. Okay, array of arrays, the largest number of each one. So return an array. So it's going to be an array with 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers. And each one of those numbers will be the largest number. So it should be 5, 27, right, 39, 1001. Okay, you can iterate through, here's a hint, right? Remember, you can iterate through an array with a simple for loop and access each member with this syntax. Alright, so you can do it. Alright, let's see. You're probably not going to actually return the array unless we, mutate it, which I guess, let's see what happens here. We can always retake that. So, like I said, probably going to loop through the array, so let's just do a for loop. Let I 0, standard for loop, right? And we do have an array, so we just loop through the array.length to get through all the items. Plus, okay, and then our code block. What are we doing with each one of these? So we are going to do find the maximum number, the highest number. So first thought is, inside this loop we're going to do a loop through each one of these subarrays and find the number, but I think there is a built-in JavaScript maximum thing. Let's look at this. Okay, it did some auto completion that I was looking for. Math.maxstat is what I'm actually looking for. Function returns the largest of 0 or more numbers. So let's see what's one that looks like what I have. Looks like this isn't an array, so that's not going to work. Alright, here they're doing an array. It looks okay, so it doesn't do array. It looks like it's just a bunch of numbers. So you see what they're doing here. They're giving us, we're basically taking this part, right? If you're not familiar with this spread operator, they're basically, when you do this ... and then an array, it actually returns the list of things that are no longer in the array. So for example, well, first of all, let's just grab this. So we have it. Put it back over here, so we don't forget about it. Well, we're not doing array 1. We're doing array. What happens if we do that? Not a number. Array max of array. Okay, because we're looping through. What do we do? Array I. Whoa, that's the answer already, right? Except they're not in an array. We need to put them into an array. So we'll before sorry, I'm just thinking in my head for a second. I was going to explain what the ... does for you guys. So forget this math.max for a second. If you want to know what this spread does, so this is an array. Well, each one is going to be this array because we're looping through, right? So what this spread returns when you do it from an array, it returns the list of items. Just well, they're not an array anymore. It's just a list of items. So that's how we're going to use it here. We're going to say what was this again? Okay, so that was our answer. So we need these, instead of just being logged, we need to put them in another array. So we can say, do map maybe? Let's just keep it simple. Just say const new array equals an empty array, and then so push puts the new, so in the first time through it's going to take a look at this and push the maximum. Then it's going to move to this one and push the max, right? And what happens here? Nothing. Why is that? Missing thing after the argument. Oh, okay, so parentheses, parentheses, only one parentheses. Gotta match. Undefined. Why is that? Because we did not tell it to return anything. That's why. Return an array consisting of the largest number of each provided one. So let's just check if that passes all their tests, and then I'm going to explain something. Yeah, okay, good. Passes the test. So let's see. Let's just walk through it real fast. Okay, function largest of 4, and it takes, they're giving us this array of arrays, right? So we're just declaring a new array, an empty array, and then we're looping through the original array that they gave us, this one, right? So on the first one, so we're looping through. We're looking at, first time through, we're looking at just this array, and we're just saying, so that's this array I. So, right, is each one of these times. And we're just saying, hey, the maximum of this, math that max, just give me the biggest one, and we're going to push it here, right? And just to reiterate, the math that max doesn't take an array. That's why I have to do this spread. It just takes a list of numbers, not an actual array. Notice these are not arrays, they're just arguments, right? So we need to get the array to look like just a string of arguments, and we do that by doing the spread. Okay, so we're spreading them in there. They're just a list. It returns the biggest one and pushes it onto this new array that we created, and then we're returning the new array. Okay, so that's it. Another one down. All right, see you next time.